Hi, I'm Gene Fiscal.
And I'm Roger Debit.
And welcome to At the Seminars with Fiscal and Debit.
Gene, today we're going to look at 3 of the biggest sequels and remakes of the year. And this is timely because the AICPA Ethics Division recently revamped the ethics rules.
You know, Roger, when the AICPA took on this project, they had 3 goals. First, they wanted a better overall format,
including an interactive online format.
That's true, Roger. Second, they wanted to revise and clean up the entire ethics standards section.
But without making any significant changes.
Right again. And lastly, they wanted to incorporate the new conceptual framework that will come into play when you just can't find a particular rule for a particular circumstance.
That's pretty cool, but not as cool as our first film.
Well, since you seem so excited about this, why don't you introduce it, Roger?
I'd be glad to, Gene. In this timeless classic about a little accountant raised in the jungle by animals, we'll look at this new format. Sit back and enjoy The Jungle Journal.
Now you see, Ugly, when you have any type of ethics issue, all you need to do is consult that book.
But Adhira, it's so complicated and confusing. It looks like a bunch of monkeys wrote it.
Shoo-bop-doo-doo, shoo-bop-boo-dee-doo, shoo-bop.
Oh no, it's that spaghetti for brains bear ragu.
Hi, Adhira. Hi, Ugly. What are you two up to?
Oh, Adhira says I have to adhere to these rules in this book.
Oh, you don't need that silly old thing when you have the new and improved online code of professional conduct.
Does it have all the old rules?
Sure it does, but an interactive format to make it more functional.
Huh. But does it have the non-authoritative guidance the boy needs for decision-making?
Well, of course it does, but instead of hiding it all over the place, it puts in cute little boxes right below the relevant sections.
Now Ragu, stop filling his head with all that nonsense. The boy needs to maintain his independence.
Nonsense! Now see here, Addie. All your old rules are in here, but they've been clarified.
Wow, look at this, Adhira. The new code is set up into 4 sections.
I don't know about this.
Oh, come on, Addie. Get with the beat. All you gotta do is...
Look for the fair professionals, the ones who know the principles. Forget about your independent strife. You see, the fair professionals, they always will be ethical because they use the code to guide their life. Yeah.
Wow, that new online version of the code is pretty cool.
And that song is pretty catchy too.
Yeah, we'll probably get a cease and desist on that one.
But what about those people who don't like online reference materials?
Not a problem, Roger. The Code of Professional Conduct is also available in a print version, but with the new improved format.
Well, that's great. Then I give this film a thumbs up.
Me too, Roger. Thumbs up.
So what's our next film, Gene?
Well, although most of this project is clarification, this next clip points out some of the substantive changes. Let's view the struggle for control in this action-packed trailer about that cyborg from the future, the Nerdinator Genesis. Wow.
I'm going to get you.
Come with me if you want to live in a better neighborhood.
Ow!
Now, accountant? What's with the tutu?
Be grateful. We usually come back naked. Who was that?
That was a Nerdinator created to stop the new ethics conceptual framework.
You mean the one that has 2 parts developed by CPA.net?
Yes, one for those in public practice and one for those in business.
You're required to use them when you have no other guidance.
Why are you here?
I was sent from the future to save Sarah Lee.
Don't you mean Sarah Connor?
No, Sarah Lee. In the future, we have no snack cakes. Life's rough.
Are you sure?
No, wait, I did mean Connor. That means this is all wrong. John sent me here to save you.
From the Nerdinator that was sent back to stop the new safeguards? We already took care of that.
What do you mean?
Under old rules, if a topic wasn't covered, you assumed you were okay.
You mean there's new guidance? Well, how could that be bad?
Well, now if a topic is vague, you must apply safeguards to reduce the threat of lack of independence. Otherwise, your membership could be terminated.
Well, what did you mean by we?
I've been waiting for you. I have new rules for ethical conflicts, definition of an artist client, and other topics.
Is he good or bad?
That depends on you.
I'll be back for your peer review.
Whoa. I think they jumped the shark on that one. Thumbs down.
Wow, I have to agree with you on that one, Roger. Thumbs down.
He mentioned something about new rules, didn't he?
Yes, although most of this is clarification. In addition to the topics he listed, there are also new rules about loans and lending institutions, blind trusts, as well as some expanded application for various areas.
Oh, well, I guess I better take a look at those sections then. So tell us, Gene, what's our last film?
Well, here's one you're sure to enjoy. It gets into the specifics of the conceptual framework.
I assume that a CPA will have to use professional judgment when using the framework, right?
Correct, Roger.
So we're about to be saved from the Judgment Day.
No, Roger. That was the last film. But this sequel has some equally scary monsters. Let's take a look at the latest installment of Dinosauric Park.
Well, what do you think of the park?
It's fantastic, but it may not be commercially viable.
That's why we've brought in accountants as consultants. Of course, we've had to make some compromises. They have been quite captivated by the new ethics conceptual framework.
But if there's a rule, you simply follow it. It's always worked in the past.
We have learned more in the past decade about ethics from this new framework than a century of digging through books. Here, let me show you.
So, how does this work, assuming there's no rules, of course?
First, you identify a threat.
Like a relationship issue or something.
Correct. Oh, here we have a triset of books.
Oh, I see what you mean by compromises with the accountants.
The next step is to evaluate the threat.
See if it could really cause an independence issue, right?
Right. Oh, look at the little Compilosauruses.
They sure are cute, but technically they're not dinosaurs, they're dinosaurs.
Right again. Step 3 is to identify safeguards.
I get it. You come up with procedures to reduce the threat to independence.
Now you're getting it. Oh, here's my favorite, the Calculosaurus.
Wait a minute. Wait. Where's my iPad? It has all my important research on it. It's priceless. Never mind. I'll get a new one.
The last step is to evaluate those safeguards you came up with. Here it is. A whole new frontier has opened up. We have our first genetically modified hybrid code of conduct.
So you went and made a new code of conduct. Probably not a good idea.
Oh man, Michael Crichton must be rolling in his grave. Big old thumbs down.
How can you say that? No, this is perfect. What? A brand new framework and a brand new dinosaur. It's perfect!
Perfect? You wouldn't know perfect if it bit your head off.
Okay, so what would you have done?
All right. Well, how about a theme park where the Toys R Us mascot gets a head cold? You know, Giraffe Sick Park.
Oh yeah, and maybe a theme park with retirees in Florida.